Good afternoon. Can everyone hear me? Welcome. Welcome to the Abbey. My name is Phil Rawlins. I'm the founder and president of Orlando City, and we're delighted to be here today to share with you the renderings for the new MLS soccer stadium in downtown Orlando, which will begin playing in 2016. But before we do that, first of all, a few welcomes. I want to welcome to the stage with me Mayor Buddy Dyer of the City of Orlando. Mayor Teresa Jacobs of Orange County. And Bruce Miller with Populous are our architects on the stadium. I also want to take a moment to recognize and welcome all of our elected officials who've joined us today. I believe Senator Thompson is here. Thank you, Senator Thompson. Welcome. And any other elected officials that we have here, we've got Commissioner Hill, just walked in. A very important person as we're building the stadium in her district, so welcome, Commissioner. Nice to have you with us. And all other elected staff that are here. One of the reasons, obviously, for introducing the elected staff that are here with us today is also this is very much a private-public partnership, and we're delighted to have everyone here to represent that partnership. So I'd also like to thank and recognize Populous, as we've done already as our architects, Icon Venues Group, who are owners' representatives, and also Barton Mallow, who are the general contractor on the project. So welcome to all of those. And last but not least, I must say a thank you to everyone who's participated in this. I said that this was a public-private partnership. It's been that way since day one. And we would not be where we are today to be able to do this without the support and the help of Seminole County, Osceola County, and the tourist industry of Central Florida, who've been tremendous partners in this with us, along with the city and also Orange County. So thanks. Put your hands together for all of those, please. So this has been a big week in Orlando City Soccer. It's been a very exciting week. We're only on Tuesday. Yesterday we announced a 10-year partnership with Benfica of Portugal, one of the super clubs of Europe, probably one of the top 25 clubs in Europe, tremendous reputation, history, tremendous reputation for developing young players, and we're delighted to have built a relationship with them. It started yesterday. It's probably one of the most comprehensive relationships that I've ever seen. It covers all aspects of our club: television, media, back office, coaching, player development, player loans. Everything is incorporated within that, and we look forward to building a long-term relationship with Benfica that will benefit both clubs, both now and into the future. So that was yesterday. We get to announce the new stadium renderings, which I know everyone is excited about. And of course, there's a small thing happening on Thursday as well. I think it's down in Rio. It's the World Cup. It's 32 teams getting together to have a little tournament. So that all kicks off, of course, on Thursday. Before Thursday, Wednesday night, we have a regular season game that can kind of get lost in the mix of everything. On Thursday, we also launch our 2015 season tickets. So it's going to be a big week, an exciting week. Lots of great news coming out for soccer in this community and for Orlando City in these next coming few days. Before we get on to the stadium renderings, I'd like to ask both Mayor Dyer and Mayor Jacobs just to take a moment to come up here and say a few words. So Mayor Dyer, if you begin for us.
Thank you, Phil. You guys might have noticed that Phil and I are matching today. Not on the scarves, but the orange and blue shirts that don't exactly fit the theme, but it's all good. It is an exciting week, and Phil, you just got me totally ramped up about everything that's happening this week. The World Cup starting, the Lions being undefeated, hopefully remaining undefeated as of this coming Wednesday. And then the very high expectations for that first season in MLS next year in the renovated Citrus Bowl, and then the next year in this brand new state-of-the-art soccer stadium. And it's a milestone for our team today to unveil the rendering of what is going to be the best $110 million stadium in the entire MLS. I got to concede that if you can spend 200 or 300 like Kansas City can, then they have a pretty good stadium too. But this is going to be a fabulous facility. And they developed it, or we're jointly developing it, with the key guiding principles and design that we have used for all the venues, and that is that we want a building that is state-of-the-art, but most importantly, reflects our community and has an Orlando feel to it. We want buildings that are environmentally friendly, and we want buildings that have amenities for every ticket level, every fan, and is a customer, fan-friendly facility. Things like the Baseline Bar in the Amway Center, where you can buy a $5 ticket in the rafters and come enjoy that experience. And when you see the renderings, you'll see that the design of this stadium holds true for all of those principles. And as you visualize the great experience that you're going to have at this stadium, think about the fans, the supporters, marching down Church Street into a plaza area and celebrating before the game. More importantly, celebrating a Lions win after the game. You're going to see this is a fantastic fan experience. And then it's more than just this stadium. Cumulative corridor that we have that begins at the Performing Arts Center. You can walk down Church Street to the state-of-the-art world-class Amway Center, soon a state-of-the-art world-class soccer facility, and then end your journey at the newly constructed Florida Citrus Bowl. And I don't think there's too many cities in the country that has that type of sports and entertainment corridor, all within about a mile and a half and walkable right through Commissioner Hill's district. How about that? That'll be all your voters. And what's even more exciting about that, as we've talked about each of the facilities, we've said, here are the type of events we can hold. We can have NBA All-Star games. It turns out we can have NBA All-Star games. We can have mixed martial arts. We can have world-class boxing. And in this stadium, we haven't even broken ground on this stadium, okay? We actually haven't even acquired all the land that we need for the stadium. And we already have been selected to host the 2016 and 2017 Women's College Soccer Cup, right? So those are the type of events, in addition to having a Major League Soccer team in that stadium, that we're going to be able to host. Phil mentioned it, that we want to thank the Tourism Committee in Seminole County and Osceola County for their participation. Shortly, we'll be thanking the state of Florida for their participation. And Senator Thompson, we want to thank the legislature for allowing us to access some sales tax rebate money to be able to create the exact type of stadium that we want to. But I want to especially thank Mayor Jacobs in Orange County for their participation and their partnership in this endeavor. So, Mayor Jacobs.
Well, welcome. Let me dispel one myth right off the bat, and that was at the State of the County on Friday. For those of you who may have seen some of the tweets going out that we had, I think I got tweets. Yeah, it's bad when I mess that one up. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, when it came out that we might have inadvertently leaked the drawings prematurely. So we haven't, and I can't wait to see them. And I also want to mention that Commissioner Ings has joined us. Welcome, Commissioner Ings. Commissioner Ings snuck in while Mayor Dyer was speaking. I don't think I have any of my commissioners here, but if I do, boy, I need to recognize them. Am I okay? I'm okay. My staff's telling me I'm good. Thank you, one and all, for all your support. You know, we're already the most recognizable name, Orlando, when you think of tourism. We have the best theme parks. We have the second largest convention center, but the greenest convention center with the best customer service in the nation. We are the epicenter for modeling, simulation, and training. We are growing through the vision of Mayor Dyer, the city of Orlando and Tavistock, a medical city second to none. And we are on the verge of that sports mecca. And it's so important, Phil. Thank you for believing in us. It is so important, not just because soccer is my favorite sport, what can I say? And I have to acknowledge that I'm probably not a great American from that standpoint. Football's a little slow from time to time, and soccer never stops. I love it. So I love soccer. My boys played soccer. It's an awesome sport. It's the #1 international sport. But besides how much enjoyment it's going to bring to our community, that sense of identity and that expanded sense of the world understanding who we are, that we are tourism and so much more. We are a great place to live. We're an awesome place to work. So to everybody who has supported this and made it reality, like you, I can't wait to see the drawings. I know it's going to be phenomenal, and I just cannot wait to celebrate in the new stadium. So Phil, to one and all, congratulations, and I'm going to turn the mic back over to you, sir.
Just to echo what Mayor Jacobs said, she's such a supporter of this project, and her family is such a supporter. I learned the other day her son is a season ticket holder, which I didn't know until a few weeks ago. So it's supported with every fiber of the being in the Jacobs household. So thank you to everyone who's participated in this. It has been a private-public partnership from day one. The team is contributing over $40 million to the project. That aside from the franchise, we're also responsible for any cost overruns on the project. We hope, of course, there won't be any. That's why Icon and Populous and Barton Mallow are working together, but we're responsible for them if there are. So this has been truly a private-public partnership, I think, in the spirit of what we want to do in Orlando and how we want to develop this great community. And I do see Central Florida and Orlando being a mecca for sports, not only now, but well into the future. It should be a part of the way we're marketing and selling ourselves to the rest of the world. We have a great opportunity, and I'm delighted to say that this facility will be a part of that opportunity. So, without further ado, it's kind of time to run a little video. We've worked on this project for 18 months now. We've visited literally dozens of stadiums around the world, not only in North America, but also in Europe. And we've taken what we believe to be the very best of all of those and incorporated them into what I believe will be downtown stadium on what the president of Major League Soccer said was the best stadium location in the whole of North America. Iconic building, one that is built to make soccer a great home and an exciting and passionate home to play in. So we'll run the video, we'll come to the end of the video, and I'll step back up again and I'll walk you through the details of the stadium. So please enjoy.
It's my pleasure to welcome Orlando City SC as Major League Soccer's 21st expansion team. Yeah! It's my pleasure to welcome Orlando City SC as Major League Soccer's
Kill those lights again. Can we do that? We're going down. Yeah, thank you. There we go. It's important to see the picture, not me, right? So let's look at the rendering. Let's first of all orient you. This is Church Street, okay? This is Terry running behind this stand. This is Central running behind that stand. And this is Paramore running behind the west stand. So our research shows us that most of our foot traffic will actually come along Church Street from the sports and entertainment district, along that corridor, coming past the Amway Center, and this will be the front. This is the front door to our MLS home. We wanted to make that front door wide open to the community. We wanted to open this stadium up to the community, to invite the community in and make it very, very special. That's why we left this end open here with this terrace. I'll talk more about this at the moment. On game day, Church Street will be pedestrianized, as will Terry Street to the right here. This whole area will be a sea of activity, games, sideshows, music, whatever's going on, activation, sponsorships, people milling and walking to the game. We expect to see the march of the match down Church Street, coming up this main entrance here and the main Church Street entry. This is at grade. This is street level. Okay, this whole plaza, which is open, is at street level. The water table for this part of Orlando is actually quite low, and so we're going to take advantage of that. We can actually drop the field down about 10 to 12 feet, and we're going to do that. We're going to sink the field. So you'll actually, excuse me, you'll actually be able to see into the stadium from the street. You'll be able to see the grass, see the field. It will be a very, very iconic stadium. We're going to build what I believe will be the most iconic stadium in Major League Soccer, because we've taken all the very best bits and incorporated them. This plaza will be wide open. This is a bar here. People will be able to get a drink here, stand here, mill about, watch the game, chat to friends. These palm trees here will actually come all the way along the plaza. We took them out of the rendering because if we put them in, you couldn't see into the stadium. So we kind of a bit self-defeating, really. So we kind of took these ones out, but there'll be palm trees all the way along here. They'll be uplit. It'll be a tropical setting. You will know you're in Florida. You will know you're at Orlando when you see this on television. So let me point out a few of the features and the facilities that we've incorporated into the stadium. First of all, we talked about this, the Church Street corridor, which will be pedestrianized on game days, as will Terry Street. This, by the way, will be one of 5 entrances to the stadium, but this will be far and away the main entrance. The Church Street entry is where most of our fans will enter. This will be a fence line so you can see straight in. We want the excitement of the stadium to flow out into the community and the love and the passion in the community to flow into the stadium. We will have 3 roofs. All the 3 main stands will have roofs over them. And these are not, forgive me, Bruce, these are not architectural features. These are roofs, right? They don't go up like this. They go out and flat. And they go out all the way to the drip liners over the front row of seats. So everybody will be under a roof. The supporters section, the 2 main stands, all under roof lines. We've made that roof as shallow as possible. I said to Bruce, if you could get water to run down a straight line, I want it to run down a straight line, right? Because the reason for that is the noise will bounce off that roof and come down into the stadium. This will be the loudest stadium in Major League Soccer, without a shadow of a doubt. Same over the supporters section, same over the West Stand. 3 European-style stadium bowls. We'll talk more about those in a moment. Room for expansion. We've put money into the footings and the foundations on the corners so that when we come to grow the stadium initially, by the way, will hold about 19,500 fans on day 1. But we know that we'll exceed that fairly quickly, and we want room for expansion. So we've put money into the foundations over here in these 3 corners so we can actually fill these 3 corners in with stands and take capacity up to about 25,000 in the future without actually affecting the stadium in any way, shape, or form, just to fill the corners in. We haven't got to start with rework. All the pipes are in the ground, all the foundations for that. This, to the right of the Church Street entry here, will be the Orlando City Club store. It'll be our merchandise store. It'll be the biggest club store in MLS. One of the feedbacks we got from the other teams is they never built a store big enough. So we're building a big store, the biggest one in the league. That'll be full of purple merchandise and open hopefully on game days and non-game days as well. The lion statue. Let's talk a little bit about our lion. We are obviously, our nickname is the Lions. It plays a major part in our logo and everything we do with the team. This lion will be about 3 to 4 times life size. And it will greet the fans as they come in through the Church Street entry. It will face, see it on non-game day through the fence line. But we're putting the lion on a turntable. And just before kickoff, we're going to rotate the lion so the lion can watch the Lions play. You'll see that in a second. I'll show you another shot. But we will actually rotate it. We'll make it part of the ritual of the game. Before kickoff, we'll rotate the lion. It'll be a part of the build-up to the play. This over here to the left is what we've called a scoreboard room. This is the big video screen. Okay, huge video screen at the south end of the stadium. Right underneath that, we've put in place a scoreboard room, which will hold between about 75 and 100 people. There's a terrace that goes all the way around that room. Right in front, there's seating for 75 to 100 people as well. So you sit right under the video screen to watch the game. This is a feature that we can utilize not only on game days, but also on non-game days. Companies can rent it out. You can use it for meetings, for conferences, etc. So another great facility. In this far left-hand corner, we have other VIP hospitality as well. All of the VIP hospitality and the premium seating is actually located in this west stand. These two stands, the east stand and the west stand, are identical, with the exception that the west stand has got all the premium seating and the VIP seating and suites. I'll talk a little bit more about that right now. Several aspects of kind of VIP and premium seating too. This main vomitory here is the entrance into a VIP club that sits behind the west stand. That will hold about 900 to 1,000 people. There'll be 1,600 club seats right here in the lower bowl and the upper bowl that are serviced by that club. So about 1,600 club seats right at the center line, and a tremendous VIP lounge experience right there on the west stand. There'll be 38 suites, 20 suites running along this line right here between the lower bowl and the upper bowl, and then 18 more suites up here in the top right-hand corner and the top left-hand corner of the west stand. The center area there at the top of the west stand is the media suites. So that's where TV, radio, television broadcasts, all our media coverage will come out of there. But suites to the right of that, suites to the left of it, and 20 suites with indoor facilities, air-conditioned, and outdoor seating right there along the west stand. There'll be a VIP entry on the far side of the west stand. There'll be valet parking and a pull-in area. The other good news about this is, for those of us that care about this, which I do, we're not building one single parking space at the stadium, not one. Thank you, I like that, yeah. Not even coach gets one. I've told him he gets a Sunrail pass. So we'll have 16,000 parking spaces within half a mile's walk of the stadium, so we don't think we need to build any. Let me turn my attention to the supporters' end. This has been something of a passion of mine from day one. This is not two bowls. This is one bowl. One continuous bowl. It's separated from the other two stands. Okay? It will be the first, we get this right, and we get our permission and everything else, we're working to get this done. It'll be the first Major League Soccer stadium built in this country with safe standing room, no seats. We base this end on the wall in Dortmund, okay, which is one of the most iconic ends in soccer. And this end, filled with Ruckus and ILF fans in purple on game day, is going to be a sight to behold. These are two large vomitories. They're actually the entryway to a supporters bar that is behind that stand. We don't on this rendering have a good picture of it, but I can assure you it runs pretty much the length of that stand. It looks out over Central. It's got great views. It's about 40 feet up. It's a fantastic facility. It's going to have concessions and a supporters bar back there, and the access will be just for the supporters off this end. So this will be, I think, the loudest end in Major League Soccer in the country, without a doubt. There'll be 3 entertainment corners. These corners will have slabs laid down in all 3 corners, and there will be a Budweiser bar, a Heineken terrace. There'll be the opportunity to have a beer, stand on that corner, watch the game. Again, gathering points, which is very consistent with the way stadiums are getting built today. People want a choice of either sitting in the seats or being able to stand up and entertain themselves, grab a beer, talk with friends, mill around, and have congregation points. And we've got 3 of them in all 3 corners here where we can do that, as well as this great open plaza on the south end as well. The supporters end, as we said, is a single deck. We're building capo stands into the front of it as part of the construction. We're building those capo stands into the front as part of the construction, so the capos and the leaders of the supporters groups can lead the fans as well. So all of that is all part of the plans. It's very exciting for me. It's personally been a journey to get this together. I think we've taken the best elements of everything that we've seen, and we've built, we will be building, in my opinion, one of the most iconic and best stadiums in Major League Soccer, certainly in the best location in the country. It's going to be a fabulous location. Please bear in mind that all of this right now, these are renderings. It's all subject to change. Some of this may change along the way. I can't guarantee you when we open it on March 7th or whatever it is of 2016, it'll look exactly like this, but it'll look pretty damn close. Trust me. That's pretty much everything that we've talked about. And then let me go to this shot. This is the second rendering that we'll release today, and this is taken from the opposite end of the stadium. So imagine yourself at the moment standing here on the supporters section behind the goal as part of the ILF or the ruckus. This will be your view down the ground. Here is the main west stand with all the VIP, the suites up top here, the media, the main VIP club here, the suites down below and the lower bowl, the team benches, home team, away team. This will be the team entrance, the team tunnel. The locker rooms are behind this part of the stand right here. And this is the view down the ground, looking towards Church Street. Here's the Church Street, the Lion, the Church Street entry, all those palm trees and the bar and the scoreboard club, and then the East Stand as well. So a great night shot. One of the things that we wanted to do, and I'll finish with this, one of the things that we wanted to do was to ensure that the facility, that when the facility came on television, that you knew you were in Orlando, Florida. Okay? I look at some of the stadiums that are around MLS today, and unless I know the colors of the teams that play in those stadiums, the stadiums look somewhat the same. Our stadium is not going to look the same. It's not going to be a box. You're not going to mistake it for being in Columbus or somewhere else. You're going to know you're in Orlando. The money shot from the media right here will look across here. There'll be palm trees. There'll be people milling about on here. There'll be a 4 times life-size lion, and you'll be able to see the skyline down. That's shot on ESPN and Fox. The commentators won't have to say anything. They'll know, we'll know, they'll know. Everybody will know we're in Orlando, Florida. That, I think, is pretty much it. I think I'll leave it on this shot. I think at this stage, I think it only for the press. We'll do one-on-one interviews afterwards, but I'm happy to take any questions that we have right now. Someone must, yes, sir.
I want to know how you integrate, because there's people that live right there, right next to the stadium. I live right next to the stadium. They say we have enough parking, so we can get.
Right, no, that's a good question.
Vendors to anybody that, from the hair guy, we can use the business in the area.
To stand out, we want it to be integrated into the community. We want the community to feel loved by the stadium to feel a part of the community in there. And that means jobs, not only in construction, it means jobs in the running of the stadium and the operations of the stadium. My commitment, and I made this to Regina the other day, is that I want to look for full-time jobs in the stadium that come from Paramore, where people in Paramore work in the concessions, are working game day, to provide them with full-time jobs that allows them to pick their lives up and go on leading their lives. So that's part of our commitment as good neighbors to this. I see the stadium doing nothing but creating and generating opportunities, business opportunities, and development of time when it's appropriate to get input from the community, to be a part of Paramore and to that.
I would just chime in from a design perspective. We've tried to locate active year-round businesses and open shop fronts along Church and Paramore. The main ticket office is at that intersection of Paramore and Church.
Yep.
And the plaza will really generate activity non-game day. People are going to come down and see that beautiful green grass. It's amazing that people just want to see grass in an urban environment. And that will really tend to generate street traffic, again, leading to more activity and more safety and more activity.
I was more thinking about to mix the cultures, because you already know that the soccer is a big Spanish for too, so we need to kind of put some foods that between Spanish, and we can mix all the cultures together, so we can have one big melting pot of cultures together.
It's a great thing about
Agreed.
sport. Yep.
Agreed. Other questions?